Zarek is a legendary nature hero, a ranger from the Wildcat family. And this hero specializes in relentless multi-hit damage, strong bleed pressure, and incredible survivability. His family bonus gives a chance to dodge special skills, and whenever a special skill is dodged, the attacker takes damage in return. The chance and damage become even stronger when more heroes from the same family are used together. Now let's talk about his passives, because this is where Zarek becomes extremely difficult to take down. First, 9 lives. When defeated, Zarek has an 80% chance to revive on the next turn with 50% health and 80% mana. This effect can activate up to 9 times, although the revive chance becomes lower after each activation. This passive gives Zarek incredible survivability and allows him to keep threatening enemies even after being defeated multiple times. Second, Lithe Frame. Zarek is completely unaffected by effects that increase or reduce defense, whether from buffs or debuffs. This means enemies cannot weaken his defense, but allies also cannot boost it, making him very consistent against defense-based strategies. Zarek also has Ether Power, Attack Up. At the start of battle, he gains plus 20% attack for 6 turns, giving him extra offensive pressure right from the beginning of the fight. Now for his special skill, Whirling Stone Storm. First, he deals 350% damage to the target. Second, he deals an additional 150% damage to random enemies based on the number of nature shields on the board, up to a maximum of 12 hits. The damage decreases with each consecutive hit. This makes Zarek a powerful Reaper-style attacker capable of spreading heavy damage across the enemy team. At maximum potential, his total damage output becomes comparable to heroes like Heredia. Third, all hit targets receive surge bleed damage over 5 turns. The damage starts lower, but can scale all the way up to 3,750 total damage over time. This gives Zarek strong damage over time pressure that continuously wears enemies down throughout the battle. Overall, Zarek is a powerful Reaper attacker with strong multi-hit damage and dangerous damage over time effects. With his very fast mana speed, he performs extremely well in wing or flank positions, both in offensive and defensive team formations. For Titan teams, Zarek can also perform decently thanks to his multiple hits, making him a solid optional hero for increasing Titan damage output. In raid tournaments and alliance wars, he performs especially well in attack boost, arrow barrage, and clover field rules, where his very fast mana speed and constant damage pressure become extremely difficult to handle. From these assessments, Zarek gets an overall combat score of A, or 8.9, placing him in the contender category. With his survivability, relentless attacks, and strong scaling bleed damage, Zarek has the potential to become a very dangerous Reaper hero in the future meta. Rudraditya is a legendary fire hero, a fighter from the Mahyata family, and this hero specializes in powerful sniper damage, scaling attack pressure, and strong defensive utility for his team. His family bonus grants growth buffs to attack and defense at the end of every turn, and the more heroes from the same family you use, the stronger those growth buffs become. Now let's talk about his passives, because this is where Rudraditya starts gaining momentum during battle. First, mana on damage received. Whenever Rudraditya takes damage from special skills or normal attacks, he gains mana, up to a maximum of 10% per turn. This helps him charge his special skill faster while under pressure, making him more consistent in longer fights. Second, extra damage to minions and mega minions. Rudraditya deals plus 150% damage against minions and mega minions, allowing him to punish teams that rely heavily on summons for protection. He also has Ether Power, Defense Up. At the start of battle, Rudraditya gains plus 20% defense for 6 turns, giving him better durability right from the beginning of the fight. Now for his special skill, Agni Talwar Takedown. First, he deals 600% damage to the target. Second, Growth Boon. He deals extra damage based on his modified attack stat. This bonus damage scales with his growth buffs during battle, allowing his sniper damage to become significantly stronger over time. At maximum potential, the bonus damage can reach up to 600 additional damage. These first 2 effects make Rudraditya a very strong sniper, who becomes more threatening the longer the battle lasts. Third, the target receives 11/16 burn damage over 4 turns. Against nature heroes, this effect lasts 2 turns longer, and the burn is uncleansable. This gives Rudraditya solid damage over time pressure, especially against nature teams where the burn duration becomes much more dangerous. Fourth, all allies reflect status ailments, negative stacks, and wither effects to a random enemy for 4 turns. This makes Rudraditya a decent reflector, helping protect allies from dangerous debuffs while disrupting the enemy team at the same time. Overall, Rudraditya is a powerful sniper, a solid damage over time attacker, and a useful reflector with strong scaling potential during longer battles. With his average mana speed, he performs well in flank or tank positions, both in offensive and defensive team formations. For Titan teams, Rudraditya is more optional than essential, since his kit does not significantly improve Titan damage output or scoring. But in raid tournaments and alliance wars, especially in Arrow Barrage, Attack Boost, and Bloody Battle, he can become a strong execution-style hero thanks to his scaling sniper damage and burn pressure. From these assessments, Rudraditya gets an overall combat score of A, or 8.2, placing him in the rising category. While his skill set is relatively straightforward compared to stronger meta heroes, his scaling damage and defensive utility still give him the potential to perform well in the right situations.
Okay.
Kitou Sayomi is a legendary ice hero, a rogue, from the Ronin family. And this hero specializes in powerful AoE damage, deadly poison effects, and punishing enemies even after she's defeated. Her family bonus gives her an extra chance to bypass defensive buffs with attacks, and whenever she bypasses a defensive buff, she gains 5% mana. The more Ronin heroes you use, the stronger this effect becomes. Now let's talk about her passives, because this is where Sayomi becomes surprisingly dangerous. First, prevent boosted healing. Enemies cannot increase their health beyond their maximum HP. This makes Sayomi a direct counter to overheal heroes and boosted health strategies that are very common in today's meta. Second, dishonorable defeat. If Sayomi is defeated by a special skill, the attacker immediately receives 450% damage and 1500 bleed damage. This gives her a powerful revenge effect that can severely punish enemies for taking her down carelessly. She also has Ether Power, Rage. At the start of battle, Sayomi gains plus 15% attack, and every time she is hit, the attack bonus increases further, up to plus 25% attack for 6 turns. This helps her deal even more damage when her special skill is finally ready. Now for her special skill, Piercing Kurizuki Katana. We'll focus on the third charge, where the skill reaches its maximum potential. First, Sayomi deals 430% damage to all enemies. This makes her a powerful damage dealer capable of hitting the entire enemy team with significant force. Second, all enemies receive 1500 poison damage over 4 turns. This gives her strong damage over time pressure that continues draining enemy health long after the initial attack lands. Third, after 1 turn, all enemies become paralyzed for 3 turns. This effect acts as a powerful debuff, delaying enemy actions while making them more vulnerable to incoming attacks. The combination of AoE damage, poison damage, and paralysis allows Sayomi to pressure entire teams at once and create opportunities for her allies to finish the fight. Overall, Kitou Sayomi is a strong damage dealer, a powerful damage over time attacker, and a solid debuffer. Because her strongest effects require the third charge, she performs best in tank or flank positions on defensive teams, where she has more time to fully charge her skill. For Titan teams, she is not a primary recommendation, since her kit does not significantly increase Titan damage output. However, in raid tournaments and alliance wars, especially in Bloody Battle, Arrow Barrage, and Attack Boost, her combination of AoE damage, poison, and paralysis can become extremely threatening. From these assessments, Kitou Sayomi gets an overall combat score of A, or 8.1, placing her in the rising category. While her damage potential is impressive, her slower charge mechanic makes it harder for her to compete with faster heroes like Seraphine in the current meta. Madarika is a legendary dark hero, a fighter from the Astral Demons family, and she specializes in fast damage, mana control, and making enemies increasingly vulnerable throughout the battle. Her family bonus grants mana whenever she takes special skill damage, once per turn. She also has a chance to cleanse 1 status ailment from all allies whenever she receives special skill damage. And the more Astral Demons heroes you use, the stronger this effect becomes. Now let's talk about her passives, because this is where Madarika starts disrupting the enemy team before she even fires her skill. First, Hinder Mana. Madarika reduces mana gained from special skills, passives, and status effects by 80% for all enemies. This passive can significantly slow down heroes that rely on external mana generation, making it much harder for them to charge their skills. Second, resist negative mana effects. Madarika is completely immune to mana reduction, mana steal, mana block, and any status effects that negatively affect mana generation. This makes her extremely reliable, since enemies cannot easily slow down her charging speed. Third, perfect accuracy. Her special skill never misses. No matter how much dodge chance the enemy has, Madarika's attacks will always find their target. These 3 passives make her an effective attacker and one of the strongest mana control heroes in battle. She also has Ether Power, Rage. At the start of battle, Madarika gains plus 15% attack, and every time she gets hit, the bonus increases further, up to plus 25% attack for 6 turns. This gives her additional offensive power right from the start of the fight. Now for her special skill, Astral Subterfuge. First, her attack bypasses counterattacks and reflection effects. This makes her a strong bypasser, allowing her to attack dangerous targets without triggering punishing counter effects. Second, she deals 500% damage to the target and 2 random enemies. This makes her a powerful Reaper-style attacker. For a fast mana hero, the damage is impressive and comparable to heroes like Duke Whitley. Third, each hit increases all damage received by the target by 8%. This effect can stack up to 10 times, allowing enemies to receive up to 80% additional damage over time. This makes Madarika a powerful defense debuffer who becomes more dangerous the longer the battle continues. Overall, Madarika is a strong bypasser, a fast and powerful Reaper, and an effective defense debuffer. With her fast mana speed, she performs extremely well in flank or wing positions, both in offensive and defensive team formations. For Titan teams, Madarika is actually a strong recommendation. Her stacking damage amplification can significantly increase overall Titan damage, making her a valuable addition for higher scores. In raid tournaments and alliance wars, especially in Clover Field, Bloody Battle, and Attack Boost, her fast damage and stacking debuffs can quickly turn battles in your favor. From these assessments, Madarika gets an overall combat score of A, or 8.7, placing her in the contender category. With powerful passives, fast mana speed, and strong offensive utility, Madarika has all the tools needed to compete with many heroes in the current meta.